What's up, YouTube family? How you guys doing today? Alright, guys. Mind you, I am a little tired. I think I did this recording like 5, maybe 6 times. But here we are. Infinite energy. Yes, I have created a blueprint method. It took me about 7 months. To break all this down and to get everything together. It was tough. It wasn't easy. It was really extremely tough. I kid you not. Thinking about different methods and stuff and what can we use, what material, and then all the little things in between. But yeah, this right here is how we have infinite clean energy, and it is a million times better than nuclear. Like a million times. There's no chance of explosions or any of the near-death experiences that people would, experience with other sources of power like this. Like dealing with such a high capacity of constant energy just being supplied to the system. There's no other method like this. So I'm gonna let my notes do all the talking, because man, I am tired. Let's get into it.
Video script. Infinite Energy, The End of Nuclear. Title: Infinite Energy, The Heart of the Ocean and the Eternal Spindle versus Nuclear Power. Introduction: The challenge, visual, image of a nuclear cooling tower juxtaposed with deep sea and spinning gears. Narrator: For a century, humanity has chased power. We built the atom, sacrificing safety and sustainability for brute force. But today, we reveal the blueprint for true, infinite energy, built directly into the fabric of our planet and the laws of physics. We present two technologies, the heart of the ocean and the eternal spindle, that offer energy that's not just clean, but infinitely fueled and fundamentally safe.
All right, folks. These two sources of energy are like real sources of energies that we have, like things that been around since the dawn of time. It will always be around. These are the things that took me 7 months to really figure out. Like, okay, what are things that are always here? What has always been around us? That we're not using, that we're not, that can really help, the environment and us, really achieve, a better sustainable life. Instead of these finite things that we use and that we tax each other for and charge each other for, when we can just have infinite energy. But
Part 1. Heart of the Ocean, Infinite Fuel from Gravity. Visual, animation of the device sinking to depth, showing the piston compressing. Infinite source, gravity's constant push. Narrator: Our first engine, the heart of the ocean, turns the sheer weight of the ocean into constant power. The fuel here is not uranium ore, but hydrostatic pressure, the force of gravity acting on all the water above it. This is a constant source that will never run out as long as the planet has oceans. The mathematics of work. Narrator: We deploy the device to an optimized depth of about 300 meters.
There's a reason why I use the 300 meters is because we can definitely go deeper, but that would require the machine to work harder and for us to lose energy because the machine is working harder. So at 300 depths, at 300 meters, it can pretty much work, being crushed and stuff. And then and then apply the force to actually push against to create the energy and stuff. So it's not like we're wasting energy through the work, and we're gaining the most amount of energy out of this. So just wanted to let you guys know. Yeah.
At this depth, the ocean provides a constant external pressure, P, of approximately 3,040,000 pascals, or 30 standard atmospheres. Math title: Work from constant pressure. Narrator: this pressure performs the work stroke, pushing the piston inward and driving the generator. This constant force is the key to baseload power. Key materials. Narrator: the mechanism is driven by next-gen materials. The active element is shape memory alloy, Nitinol. It's crushed by the ocean pressure, and then uses a tiny electrical pulse to rapidly snap back to its original shape, resetting the cycle. The seal is crucial, a platinum silicone diaphragm. This material provides superior resistance to pressure and corrosion, ensuring a perfect, lifetime-long seal for continuous operation.
See, like, I use these materials because not only is it better for the environment due to the fact it doesn't break down and it's not toxic at all. I also use it because it's water repellent. So, like, it's going to last a very long time, folks. A very, very long time. That salt water is not going to do anything to this machine. So, yeah. Folks, this is the real breakthrough. This is the real breakthrough, folks. All right.
Part 2. The Eternal Spindle. Infinite power from electromagnetism. Visual. Animation of the spindle rotating, focusing on the timed shielding. Infinite source. The static magnetic field. Narrator: our second engine, the Eternal Spindle, creates perpetual rotation by perfectly timing the invisible forces of electromagnetism. This system requires virtually zero external fuel. The power to spin the generator comes from the constant energy potential within the permanent magnetic fields themselves. The only external energy needed is a minimal pulse to actuate the timing system. The mathematics of torque. Narrator: the power comes from turning force, torque, which is derived from the net force of the magnets, F_text, net, over the radial distance, r. Math title: continuous rotational force. Narrator: the system uses a perfectly timed sequence, a powerful attraction pull followed immediately by a decisive repulsion push. A mu metal shield, the magnetic clutch, momentarily engages to perfectly isolate the push and pull forces, preventing drag and ensuring the rotation is continuous and self-sustaining. Vehicle application: the Kinetic Rim Generator, KR.
This, folks, is the little gift that I want to make sure that everybody has. So it's not just powering your house or something, or like, hey, I can charge my phone, but that's as far as it goes. No. I'm looking to put this into cars, into replacing our batteries and how they operate and stuff, instead of relying on those materials that can eventually burn out or harm people, battery acid and stuff. But relying on the actual forces that we do have to create infinite energy. So you're no longer saying, hey honey, where's the batteries? Can you charge yourself for me? No, we're gonna have it in a way where it's constant, always on, and if it does need to be replaced because a small part on it may have broke off or something over time, stuff do happen like that. I'm working on something, and also lower those chances of happening. It's gonna also take away, just like this is infinite energy. There's another project I've been working on where it's going to work on the the limitations of resources that we have. It's really gonna change, how we view life itself, and yeah, I'm gonna let Chris do it play now.
KRG. Narrator: we can scale this down into a Kinetic Rim Generator, KRG, a device inside a vehicle's rim that converts the wheel's momentum into charging power. This is an elegant, non-toxic form of energy recovery. Part 3. Safety and superiority over nuclear power. Visual, split-screen comparison chart. Narrator. Here is the ultimate case for ending our reliance on nuclear fission. Feature: Heart of the ocean, Eternal Spindle. Nuclear fission, safety superiority. Fuel source: infinite, gravity and electromagnetism. Finite, uranium-235. True energy independence. Catastrophic risk: 0. Failure means the engine stops. No potential for explosion, runaway reaction, or meltdown.
Folks, that was one of the biggest things that took me so long to figure out, because I'm like, okay, I don't want like people to, I know people can, some people drown in like 2 feet of water. Okay, I understand that, some people need the extra help, but I want to make sure that it's built in a way where it can't harm the environment or us, just in case if anything does happen. And yeah, it's really built in that way where it really can't harm us, you know? But I'm gonna let the rest of it play now. All right.
High risk of meltdown and catastrophic contamination, e.g., Fukushima. Inherently safe physics. Toxicity: 0 waste. No radioactive or chemical byproducts. Long-lived. Generates radioactive waste requiring safe storage for millennia.
And that was another thing, folks, that really got to me. I'm like, we got to figure out something, because what are we doing? We're just stacking up our problems until it really just, overflows into our environment. No, we got to do better, folks. And we can't just rely on the things that we've been relying on for the longest. We are, builders, inventors. So I want to build something and invent something that's really going to help out everybody, not just try to make money off people. No. The way that I want this to be implemented, I want everybody to have free energy. All right, well, I'm going to let the video play.
Complete environmental purity. Proliferation: 0. Cannot be converted into weapons material. High. Creates weaponizable material, plutonium, as a byproduct. No global security threat. Conclusion: a legacy of clean power. Visual, triumphant shot of the finished designs. Narrator. The heart of the ocean and the Eternal Spindle are not just theoretical breakthroughs. They are the pathway to an infinite energy future. A future defined by clean power, 0 waste, and absolute safety. This is how we stake our legacy.
Our legacy in the future, folks. Our legacy in the future. It's here, but I need funding to get this done. I need a team behind me to get everything together and stuff. So hey, folks, please, if you can help me out, much appreciated. I'm trying to make sure us right now and the next generation and beyond that is living a good life and not living to the constraints that we have been doing for a very long time. Well, I thank you folks for tuning in and listening to everything. And leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, I'm looking out for the comments. I read all of them. I tend to like all of them too. Like let you guys know that I actually read it. So yeah. Catch you guys on the flip side. All right. Oh, and remember, love you.